And we are back. This time I'm going to show you how to create these long 3D shadows in Illustrator. Let us start with an ellipse. I'll hold shift to create a perfect circle and align it properly. Let me change the color a little bit, maybe to this red. We can work with it. Now I go to Object Lock and Selection so that I can't select that circle anymore. Now we need a rounded rectangle. Maybe like this, and I use the line menu, position it, and I make it white. Now let me add a simple triangle shape using the pen tool, nothing special here. Just click on a path, don't hold and drag, just click. Hold shift, go down. And maybe like this. Let me reposition that and try out some positions. I guess this is the best one. I'll select both white shapes, left click and hold shift to do that, and I use the shape builder to connect them. Now I want to add some circles, so I need the ellipse tool again, and I hold shift and I use the eyedropper tool. I press I for that to give it the red color. I reposition it, hold Alt and drag a copy out of it, and then I press Ctrl D to create another copy. I'll select them all, holding shift and left click, right click and group it, and I'll center it. That's fine, and now we want to create the shadow. We need to select the white background, but let me drag a copy up here. I'll hold Alt and have both elements selected, so the white and the three circles. Now make sure only to have the white element selected. You can go to Object and copy it, but it's easier just to hold Alt and then drag it downwards. Hold shift while you do so. That way your copy will snap in 45-degree increments like this. And we go down to the right bottom, 45 degrees down, and I'll release it. I hold shift and select both white shapes. Now I go to Object and Blend. Click on Blend options and select Specified Steps. Let me try at 30. Then go to Object Blend and Make. Well, we've got these curvy shapes on the edge, so we haven't had enough specified steps, so I'll undo that and I try 40 steps. Let me make it again. That's still not enough. Once more, Ctrl Z to undo it. Object, Blend, Blend options. Let me try 50 steps, okay. Then Object, Blend and Make. And that is fine, we can work with that. Now we need to go to Object and Expand, and then click on OK. Now you can see we've got all of these 50 shapes created. We need the gradient menu, so go to Window Gradient or click on the little icon. Click on your default gradient that you have there. You can change the color by double clicking on this little circle, and we need an opacity of 0 to make it transparent on the one end, and the other one it needs to be red. So let me try a color swatch, maybe this one. Click on the gradient tool and then you can drag and adjust the gradient. I want to have it upwards and to the left, just like this. But I don't really like the color, so just select it again, open the gradient menu, double click on the circle, try a different color. I don't like that either. Let me try yet another one. Or let us go to the color directly and change it over here, make it a little bit darker. And that's fine, we can work with that. Once more, click on it, on your shadow element, then open the Pathfinder menu, Window Pathfinder, and unite it. We need to adjust the gradient once more. Let me click on the gradient tool again, and that is what we want to have. Now we can't select the circle, we need to unlock it first. Go to Object and unlock all. Now select it all. Use the shape builder to hold Alt and get rid of the overlap. And once more, we need to adjust the gradient. It's a bit tricky to find the right points to adjust your gradient, but you can rotate it, reposition it like this, and you can expand it to increase the size. It needs a little bit of practice until you find the right points to do all of that. And that's great. Now we reposition our copy to center position. Let me zoom in, make sure that you have it placed correctly right where the shadow starts. Now you can group it all. But I want to change these center circles into the right color. I need to ungroup it first, then select them. When I use the eyedropper tool, I have the gradient selected, so that doesn't work. But we've got right below our gradient, there are the last color swatches that we've used, and I can simply click on that. And now I group it again. And this is how you can create these 3D shadows in Illustrator. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.